Good morning and welcome back. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a good Easter Sunday. We had nice weather here across the Tennessee Valley. That's going to continue through the morning. It's very mild outside, 63 in Chattanooga, 72 in Nashville. So we had a lot of warm air in place here across the southeast. And locally, temperatures, again, don't vary all that much this morning. The cool spot, Lafayette at 58, the warm spot 70 in Cleveland. So everyone else is in between those numbers. So it is a very mild start as you're stepping out. Later today, we'll be back in the low to mid 80s. So not overly warm, probably a couple degrees cooler than what we had on Saturday and Sunday, but still a very mild day for this time of the year. Our average high in the mid 70s for the end of April. But as we take a look at your satellite and radar, so we had a couple of clouds move through yesterday, mainly high clouds. We'll have the clouds building throughout the afternoon. And here's our front. So this is what's going to spark those showers and storms a little bit later this afternoon into the evening hours, and then even again on Tuesday. This is kind of going to kick off more of an active pattern here across the Tennessee Valley, especially compared to what we had last week. So rain chances really going to start to go up later this evening. So morning commute, A-OK. Evening commute, that's where we could be dodging some of those showers and perhaps even a thunderstorm or two. So let's track it all out using our in-house model here. And again, it looks like first part of the day, dry, clouds build in. And then after about 3 or 4 o'clock during the afternoon, that's when we're going to start to see some of that green moving back in here across the Tennessee Valley. And this is good because it's been pretty dry over the last week or so. We could really use a good soaking to knock some of that pollen out of the air. And it looks like we'll get that through the afternoon. Now, can't rule out a stray strong storm or two, but conditions aren't going to be overly favorable for any widespread severe weather. So that's the good news. And notice through 7 o'clock, the rain continuing. So going to be some wet roads as you're heading home from work later on. Looks like we'll get a little bit of a break for parts of the night, and then that front's kind of going to stall out, which means more showers and storms going to be possible Tuesday. I don't think Tuesday is going to be an all-day washout, but we're certainly going to be dodging some showers and storms, especially during the afternoon and evening. And that's kind of going to be the trend of the week. Each afternoon, we're going to get the daytime heating, and we'll get those pulse storms like we do during the summertime. So almost a summertime pattern here across the Tennessee Valley. And there is a marginal risk for some strong to severe storms across Middle Tennessee, parts of our viewing area, including Chattanooga, southwestbound into northeast Alabama. Gusty winds, maybe some small hail, a possibility. No tornado threat today, but even then, I don't expect much. But it is something to kind of keep in the back of your mind as you go about your day. Now, rainfall amounts through tomorrow evening, so the next 2 days, we could pick up anywhere from about 1/2 inch to an inch. Now, if you get under one of those heavy thunderstorms, you may get a little bit more. But nonetheless, this is certainly going to help at least knock some of that pollen out of the air, which I'm sure many of you will be very happy about. And of course, we need the rain. And for the rest of the work week, it does look like we are going to stay fairly active. Again, I don't think any given day is going to be an all-day washout, but we'll certainly have those daily storm chances through about Saturday. And it looks like Sunday we're going to trend a little bit drier. High temperatures going to range anywhere from the mid to upper 70s to lower 80s throughout the week. So compared with last week, it is going to be just a little more active, but it doesn't like we're going to have any major severe weather outbreaks this week here across the Tennessee Valley. So that's good.
Okay. Question about tonight again. I know you went over, but just to reiterate, you know, when there's that much rain you see in the 7-day, people at home, you sit there and you're like, rain all week. Not going to be a washout day, though, right?
And no, there's going to be some days where some of you may not even see rain. It's just going to be those hit or miss showers for most of the week.
Keep that in mind. Don't let that 7-day get you down. Thanks, Clay.